Are you fascinated by the Gnostic quest for hidden knowledge, but curious about other paths to divine wisdom? Many seekers today, inspired by traditions like the Neo-Luciferian Church, crave a deeper understanding of the universe that goes beyond mainstream spirituality. Enter the Hermetic tradition, an ancient philosophy that, like Gnosticism, seeks to uncover divine truths through personal revelation, offering a practical framework for spiritual transformation. By exploring Hermeticism, countless individuals have found a roadmap to align their inner world with the cosmos, achieving a sense of unity and purpose. So today, we're going to talk about the origins and definitions of the Hermetic tradition, address some common misconceptions, trace its historical and philosophical development, and uncover its connections to other esoteric traditions like Gnosticism. We'll also examine the symbolic representations, highlight key differences with related movements, and consider its relevance in today's world. The Hermetic tradition is a philosophical and esoteric system rooted in a collection of ancient texts known as the Corpus Hermeticum, attributed to Hermes Trismegistus, a legendary figure blending the Greek god Hermes and the Egyptian god Thoth, often called the Thrice Great. Emerging around the 2nd and 3rd centuries in Alexandria, a melting pot of Greek, Egyptian, and Jewish thought, Hermeticism combines philosophy, mysticism, and alchemy to guide seekers towards divine understanding. Like Gnosticism, Hermeticism emphasizes personal revelation over institutional dogma, teaching that humans can achieve Gnosis, spiritual knowledge, by aligning their minds with the divine. Its core principles include the idea of correspondence, as above, so below, the unity of all things, and the transformative power of the mind. Hermeticism also influenced later esoteric traditions, including Renaissance, Humanism, alchemy, and modern occult movements like the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. And while it shares Gnosticism's focus on hidden knowledge, Hermeticism offers a more structured cosmological framework, blending mysticism with practical wisdom. The Hermetic tradition is often misunderstood due to its mystical nature and historical complexity. The first misconception is that Hermeticism is just a form of alchemy, focused on turning lead into gold. While alchemy is a key part of Hermetic practice, its true goal is spiritual transformation, turning the lead of the mundane self into the gold of divine awareness. Like Gnosticism's focus on transcending the material world, Hermetic alchemy is about inner enlightenment, not material wealth. The second misconception is that Hermeticism is a religion. Hermeticism is a philosophical system, not a faith, and it has been adopted by various traditions, including Christianity, Judaism, and modern occultism. It shares Gnosticism's non-dogmatic approach, emphasizing personal experience over organized worship. The third misconception is that Hermeticism is purely ancient and irrelevant today. In reality, Hermetic principles like as above, so below have influenced modern spirituality, psychology, and even science, offering timeless tools for understanding the interconnectedness of all things. These misconceptions highlight the need to approach the Hermetic tradition with an open mind. It's a philosophy of transformation that complements Gnostic ideals while offering its own unique path to wisdom. The Hermetic tradition has a rich history, evolving over centuries while maintaining its core focus on divine wisdom. It began in the 2nd and 3rd centuries in Alexandria, where Greek, Egyptian, and Jewish cultures converged. The Corpus Hermeticum, which is a collection of dialogues attributed to Hermes Trismegistus, emerged during this time, blending Platonic philosophy, Gnostic ideas, and Egyptian mysticism. Like Gnosticism, Hermeticism taught that the material world is an illusion, and true knowledge comes from connecting with the divine Gnos, or universal mind. During the Renaissance, Hermeticism experienced a revival when the Corpus Hermeticum was translated by Marsilio Ficino in the 15th century. Renaissance scholars like Pico della Mirandola saw Hermeticism as a primordial theology unifying all religions. This period also saw Hermeticism influence alchemy, with figures like Paracelsus using its principles to explore spiritual and physical transformation. Philosophically, Hermeticism emphasizes three key ideas: the principle of correspondence, which is the as above, so below, which teaches that the microcosm, humanity, reflects the macrocosm, the universe; the unity of all things, which sees the divine in everything; and mentalism, which holds that the mind shapes reality. These ideas resonate with Gnosticism's focus on inner knowledge, but Hermeticism offers a more systematic approach, integrating cosmology, alchemy, and practical wisdom. The Hermetic tradition is deeply interconnected with other esoteric traditions, sharing themes with Gnosticism while influencing a wide range of movements. The most direct connection is with Gnosticism. Both traditions emerged in Alexandria around the same time, and both emphasize spiritual knowledge as the path to liberation. Hermeticism's focus on the divine nous mirrors the Gnostic concept of the pleroma, the divine fullness, and both traditions view the material world as a barrier to true understanding. But Hermeticism places greater emphasis on cosmology and practical transformation, while Gnosticism often focuses on mythological narratives. Hermeticism also influenced alchemy, especially during the Middle Ages and Renaissance. Alchemical texts like the Emerald Tablet use Hermetic principles to guide spiritual and physical transformation, blending mysticism with early science. This practical aspect sets Hermeticism apart from Gnosticism's more abstract theology. The Renaissance saw Hermeticism shape Christian mysticism and humanism, as scholars like Ficino and Pico della Mirandola integrated its ideas into Christian theology. Later, Hermeticism influenced modern occult movements like the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, which also drew on Gnostic and Kabbalistic traditions, showing its broad impact. These connections highlight the Hermetic tradition's role as a bridge between ancient mysticism and modern esotericism, complementing Gnosticism while offering its own unique insights. The Hermetic tradition uses powerful symbols to convey its teachings, much like the symbolic imagery in Gnostic traditions. There are three key symbols that reflect Hermetic philosophy. The first symbol is the Emerald Tablet, depicted as a glowing green tablet inscribed with mystical text. It represents the core of Hermetic wisdom, including the principle of correspondence, with the as above, so below part. The tablet symbolizes the unity of the cosmos and the seeker's journey to align with divine truth. The second symbol is the Ouroboros, the serpent eating its own tail. This symbol, often depicted in gold and black, represents the cyclical nature of existence, the unity of opposites, and the eternal process of transformation. In Hermeticism, it reflects the alchemical journey from the mundane to the divine, a theme shared with Gnosticism's focus on spiritual ascent. The third symbol is the caduceus, the staff entwined with two serpents and topped with wings. Often associated with Hermes, the caduceus symbolizes balance, harmony, and the integration of opposites, reflecting Hermeticism's emphasis on unity. It also connects to the alchemical process of reconciling the material and spiritual, much like the Gnostic quest for inner harmony. These symbols, the Emerald Tablet, the Ouroboros, and the caduceus, illustrate the Hermetic tradition's focus on unity, transformation, and divine wisdom, offering a visual complement to Gnostic symbolism. The Gnostic tradition also shares similarities with other movements, but has distinct differences that define its identity. Compared to Gnosticism, Hermeticism shares a focus on Gnosis, but differs in approach. Gnosticism often emphasizes mythological narratives like the demiurge and the pleroma to explain the cosmos, while Hermeticism focuses on cosmological principles like correspondence and mentalism, offering a more philosophical framework. Hermeticism also includes practical elements like alchemy, which Gnosticism largely lacks. Compared to alchemy, Hermeticism is broader in scope. Alchemy, while rooted in Hermetic principles, focuses on transformation, both physical, transmuting metals, and spiritual, the philosopher's stone. Hermeticism encompasses alchemy but also includes philosophy, cosmology, and mysticism, making it a more comprehensive system. Compared to Renaissance humanism, Hermeticism has a more mystical focus. Humanism emphasized human potential and classical learning, often using Hermetic texts to support these ideas, but Hermeticism prioritizes spiritual ascent and divine connection, aligning more closely with Gnostic ideals of transcendence. These differences highlight the Hermetic tradition's unique blend of philosophy, mysticism, and practice, making it a perfect companion to Gnosticism for seekers of divine wisdom. The Hermetic tradition may be ancient, but its principles resonate with modern spiritual and intellectual trends. In spirituality, Hermeticism offers a framework for personal growth that aligns with Gnostic values. Its principle of correspondence encourages seekers to find harmony between their inner selves and the universe, much like the Gnostic quest for unity with the divine. Modern spiritual movements, such as New Age practices, often draw on Hermetic ideas, using them in meditation, visualization, and manifestation techniques. Hermeticism also intersects with psychology, especially through its emphasis on mentalism, the idea that the mind shapes reality. This concept resonates with Jungian psychology, which explores archetypes and the collective unconscious, ideas that also echo Gnosticism's focus on inner transformation. Today, Hermetic principles are used in practices like mindfulness and cognitive therapy, helping individuals align their thoughts with their spiritual goals. Culturally, Hermeticism has influenced modern esotericism and popular media. The Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, the 19th century occult group, popularized Hermetic teachings, which later inspired figures like Aleister Crowley. In pop culture, Hermetic themes appear in works like The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho, which explores a journey of transformation reflecting Hermetic and Gnostic ideals of self-discovery. For practical application, you can try a simple Hermetic meditation. Visualize the Ouroboros, imagining the cycle of transformation in your life, and reflect on how your inner world mirrors the outer cosmos. This practice, like Gnostic rituals, fosters a deeper connection to the divine. The Hermetic tradition's modern relevance lies in its ability to bridge ancient wisdom with contemporary needs, offering a path that complements Gnosticism while expanding its scope. This exploration of Hermetic tradition has taken us through its origins in ancient Alexandria, its misconceptions, its historical and philosophical development, and its connections to Gnosticism and other traditions, as well as its symbolic representations, differences with related movements, and its relevance today. The Hermetic tradition offers a profound path to divine wisdom, complementing the Gnostic quest for hidden knowledge with its focus on unity, transformation, and practical spirituality. The Hermetic tradition invites us to see the interconnectedness of all things, much like Gnosticism encourages us to seek the light within. Whether you're drawn to its alchemical mysteries or its philosophical depth, Hermeticism provides a timeless framework for spiritual growth. Do you have any thoughts or suggestions about this? Leave a comment below. Let me know. Take care.